I'm too ill or I'm too tired or it's actually unsafe for me to do this thing right now. So
I think I've got better with that, especially the too tired thing. I think, yeah, with work and even personal life, it just gets to a point where you go, why am I constantly burning out? Oh wait, probably because I am not protecting my own peace or listening to my body. So yeah, I think I've got better with that side of it.
hello and welcome to Finding My User Manual podcast all about learning how to be human when no one gave you the instructions. My name is Tigz and I am an empowerment photographer based in London, UK. And today I am joined by the absolutely fabulous Shanice Meddings. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for coming all the way. You've had the absolutely busiest bank holiday, I think, known to humankind and have travelled all the way here. So I'm so appreciative that you're here.
Of course.
And we get to have a proper chat.
Yes, finally.
Yes.
It's been too long.
Yes, we've been trying to organise this for quite a while.
Yes.
So I'm going to give you a glowing introduction for anyone who hasn't yet had the privilege of meeting you. So Shanice Meddings is an experiential marketing manager at Fujifilm UK, curating the kind of meaningful experiences that bring photographers together through creativity, connection, and a shared appreciation for the act of reaching for a camera during those fleeting moments that make us want to tell the world, I was here. With an extensive and impressive list of career highlights across the photography industry, her choice of career is complemented perfectly by who she is at her core, someone who romanticizes the everyday and documents moments of beauty she finds within it. As a lover of animals, music, travel, and making memories, Shanice's world is a beautifully curated cinematic diary of a woman building a beautiful life. Intentionally carving out her own path towards peace, Shanice brings a gorgeous blend of passion, curiosity, and grounded wisdom to everything she does. And it is an absolute privilege of mine to welcome you here today.
Oh my God, like hearing that is actually quite overwhelming.
Well, I mean, I stole most of it off your LinkedIn page, so I mean, it's all facts. Unless the CV has some lies on it, but I'm pretty certain it's all true.
To be fair, my LinkedIn is just a reminder of what I actually have done. It's, like you said, being so busy, it's just, I put it on there so that I can look back and be like, oh yeah, I did do that thing.
And you've done some incredible stuff. I mean, we'll get into that later on. I've got a few highlights, even just from the last couple of weeks. But let me ask you the most important question. If you came with a user manual, what would it say on page 1?
It took me ages to kind of narrow down what I would say for this. I wanted to sound like really insightful and have a really cool line to say. But what I kept coming back to was just do the damn thing. I've always kind of wanted to do things but held myself back from doing them, either out of nervousness or being scared or just not think I was good enough to do it. So like when you do just then go and do it, like it doesn't matter. You've gained the experience from it. So yeah, your first page should be just go and do it and then either learn about it after or, analyze it later on. But just be in the moment and enjoy it, basically.
When do you think that you started paying attention to that? Like, where does this needing to remind yourself to just do the damn thing come from?
I want to say, especially in the last 2-3 years, as you know, I've evolved myself quite a lot. I always relied on kind of other people as a safety blanket. And then I found myself in a position where I was like, you know what, you're not going out to do things that you wanted to do. You're not getting these life experiences, or you're not feeling like you're good enough to go for this particular job. But actually, when you just go and do it, it doesn't matter. And I think I had to stand on my own 2 feet and I had to reinvent myself. So now I'm just like, oh, if I want to go see that show or whatever and all my friends are busy, cool, just go do it. Like, there'll be other shows you can go see with people. Or if there's an opportunity coming up with work that maybe wouldn't normally be in my remit, but put myself forward for it and I've got another experience and it's something that I enjoy doing. So yeah, it's definitely come from having to reinvent myself recently and having the confidence to do that I'm now just like, do things for you. I very much am the kind of person that does things for others quite a lot. So yeah, it's almost kind of like being a little bit selfish and going, actually do the damn thing for yourself.
Yes. I think a lot of there's that well-known quote of like self-care isn't selfish, and it is riding that fine line of actually sometimes self-care is being selfish, and it's taking that back for yourself. I have had the privilege of watching the last couple of years of the transformation. I know this has been going on slightly longer than I have had the privilege of knowing you. But talk to me about that, that change. Like, when the decision finally hit you, I need to start doing things for me. I need to start pouring into my own cup. How difficult was it for you to make those? Did you just wake up one day and just go, you know what, like,
done,
take me to the sink, start pouring, or like, was it a slow burn? Like,
I think it was that sudden realization moment of, you should just do these things, otherwise when is it going to happen? If you don't do it for yourself, who will?
Yeah.
There was very much that like obvious thought process, but then to actually do it was definitely slower.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm someone that I didn't have the confidence to do things by myself. I'm very much people pleaser as well, so I do things for other people first. So yeah, to actually go and, I don't know, go to a theatre by myself, take myself out on a date, or take myself out to like eat dinner by myself, then yeah, that took a lot of like confidence building. I'm very self-aware, and I always feel like people are judging me, even though no one's like looking at me or even thinking about what I'm doing. I think they are. Mm-hmm. So I'm very self-conscious in that sense. So yeah, doing those things alone always used to scare me. But then I was like, well, I'm not going out to try this nice food, or I'm not going out to, do these things, or whatever it is. I mean, they're just the small parts of it. But yeah, it's a case of when you suddenly realise you could be doing so much more with your life or your experiences, or just things that make you happy, like you said, to find your own peace.
Yeah.
Then I was just like, right, I need to do it for myself in order to grow and change.
Do you remember what the first kind of thing was that you went and did on your own?
Well, I think it was, I've always kind of got used to eventually going out for dinners by myself, just being on the road and working solo. But going out to do entertainment by myself. So if I was forever staying in all these cities, but I never actually made use of my time there, because I was like, go get your food, go back to your hotel and like be a little hermit. I was like, no, let's explore places, like take my camera out by myself, wander around, go see some shows. And I think it was definitely like taking advantage of staying in London a lot. And I was like, I have the West End on my doorstep, and I don't see any of these shows. So I think in the space of a year, I like saw up to like 10 different shows in one year. I was just like, well, whilst I'm here, might as well do it. And that's the thing. It was a case of I could go with friends, and I still will. And it is always fun to go with a group of friends. But like, if it doesn't work out, so be it. Like, if you still want to see it, go do it. And yeah, I enjoyed it. And I think I built definitely much more confidence doing those things by myself, because I was like, I can see other people doing it too, and all of a sudden I was like, it's okay to, especially in this day and age, to do things on your own if you enjoy them. No one's actually fussed. You're not that important to everybody else, so like, just do the thing.
Yeah.
And
you have some incredible experiences. Like, I have been enjoying watching your spa visits. Like, every so often you'll put up a video of like one of this, like, if you're traveling for work, for example, every so often, if there's a nice sort of like spa or something, I'm just like, I need a job that puts me in a hotel like this on a regular basis, honestly.
I love a spa. It's more so for me, it's to just find those little moments where you can wind down and find peace. Being on the road a lot, having a hectic job, like, don't get me wrong, it's nice to have some locations that feel a bit plush and a bit nice, but if you just give me a basic steam room and sauna, I'm happy. It's just time to zone out. And yeah, again, it's just, rather than what I used to do is I'd go do my 9 to 5. If I was staying over, I'd come back home, then I'd be on the laptop until like midnight, and then I'm like, oh, why am I burnt out all the time? That's why. So yeah, having somewhere to just at least take half an hour to just go sit in a steam room, it's good for the soul. And I've started, again, like prioritising myself and doing that more, especially when I'm out travelling for work.
Yeah. What are some of the best things, or like maybe is there something you've learned about yourself in the process of leaning in and pouring into your own cup more, that you've learned about yourself that you maybe have realised that you love?
I can be quite spontaneous. Anybody that knows me probably realises I do like control quite a bit. It works well for my line of work. So yeah, kind of having spontaneity and just going with the flow. I'm actually more laid back than I think I thought.
I'd say so.
And if anything, it helps me not be so stressed out as well. So yeah, I'm not as highly strung as I used to be, and I think that's a really good thing for me and everybody else around me. So yeah,
it's wild to me to hear you say that, because to me you are one of the most spontaneous people that I think I know, and that's the impression that I have.
Right.
Like, if I'm like, hey, this random thing's popped up, do you want? You're the first person to be like, hell yes, let's go. So I'm guessing that's obviously been quite a big transformation.
It is very much a recent thing, whereas previously it would be a case of like, what's happening this week on this date and at what time, and if that happens, then everything else will be out the window. And if something happens at 3 o'clock, I'll be waiting around all day for that to happen. Like, I used to be very regimented with not just my work life but my personal side of life as well, and that like took a strain on me and others around me. So I think that's again just something that I've learned is it doesn't matter if things don't go to plan. It's not. It's quite literally not the end of the world. Like, just go with it, adapt, and yeah, go with the flow, and you'll still have a good time. And if anything, sometimes most of the spontaneous things are the more fun things as well.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's still. Don't get me wrong, if like plans change, I hate change. I really do hate change, but it's getting used to it and accepting that it's not a bad thing, and should just go with it and enjoy it, really.
Yeah.
Take each moment as it comes.
Asking for me, personally.
Yeah.
How does one, it's so easy to say, just try not to worry about it, just do the spontaneous thing. But like, what is that process like? How do you get from, like, I know I can be quite rigid at times. I am also getting much better. But what's the switch point? How do you turn that off in your brain?
I don't know if you fully switch it off. I know I definitely haven't fully switched it off, but it's catching yourself in the moment where you go, oh, I'm now going to let this ruin my whole day. Don't. It comes like with time and experience. But yeah, I've had moments where like miscommunications happened or things haven't gone to plan, and I kind of feel myself slipping back into that old mindset of like, days ruined kind of thing. Whereas actually, if you just go, okay, fine, let's switch it up and do something different, you've then still had a good day. Like, it is difficult. I don't know what the final answer is, but I think for me, it's just having a very different look on life and kind of what I'm doing myself now has helped. I've kind of let a lot of negativity go, and I'm just kind of very much looking for a piece of positivity. So it's like, all right, fine, doesn't matter. Like, it's not that deep. Kind of thing. Yeah. It's that expression of it's really not that deep. Things happen. People have lives. Life happens. So yeah, just kind of go with it. Which I know how kind of silly that, not silly, but how silly that sounds. It's not as easy to just go with it, but it definitely comes with some experiences and changing your mindset.
I became aware a few years ago that my brain instantly, if someone asked me a question, my brain instantly goes to just no. It doesn't matter what it is. It's almost like, I know there's a term for it and I cannot think of it. But basically, if you make a demand avoidance, there you go. So if someone says something to me, in my brain just instantly goes no. And like, it used to blur out of my mouth. And I have had to get into the habit of being asked the question, going, give me 5 minutes.
Yes.
And then being like, well, actually, am I just saying no because someone made a demand of me? And my brain is just like, you cannot ask a demand of me.
Yeah.
And then going, oh, but actually, that would be really fun. So like just sitting on something for 5 minutes and going, oh, actually, that was a really good idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've definitely become more of a yes person over the last couple of years. But yeah, it's sometimes hard to change that thought process. And yeah, I'm definitely someone who has liked to control things in the past. Not necessarily to be in control, but maybe just for my own brain to just...
Well, this is the thing, like, as if your brain has a lot going on in it, to be regimented with it helps with the chaos. I think that's, like, again, with my line of work, like, that's where it comes in handy, and it helps me navigate that. But it can have a detrimental effect to it as well, where you are then just like too structured, and it's like you'll just kind of loosen up a bit and like enjoy it a bit more. But I completely get what you mean by like, give me 5 minutes, because if someone like demands something on me, I am also like, now I don't want to do it.
Yeah. In fact, actually, I mean, you and I talk a lot anyway, but like we do have like give me 5 minutes. I'll come back to you on that one. And yeah, do you think there's things you've missed in life through being resistant to change?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I couldn't even pinpoint, but I just know there definitely is, because I know I get very set in my ways. I know that for sure. I get very comfortable, even though I know I could, I don't know, expand myself more within my career or expand myself more within my hobbies and just other skill sets. I kind of go, yeah, but I'm content here. So yeah, I've definitely missed out on other things by just being a bit too structured in everything in my life. But then we're making that change.
You are.
Well, we're trying to.
Anyway, I mean, even with your creativity, we've been taking your DJI Osmo Pocket 3 out and having some incredible adventures with that. And honestly, just seeing the way that you capture life as well. I love the way that you romanticize life. Like, I look at the clips that you put up, and it always just looks so like peaceful, serene, or just like I was looking at the stuff you've had a very busy bank holiday, and you've been, did you say 3 beaches?
Yeah, 3 beaches in the space of a week or week and a half.
Yeah. And just seeing some of that and just the way that you manage to capture life is so wonderful. I just sit there and I'm like, I feel like I'm there when looking at it.
Yeah. Do
you find that the more that you are leaning into spontaneity, your creativity is benefiting from that as well?
I think so. I don't really get to do my hobby as much anymore. My hobby, thankfully, did turn into my work. But now taking myself away from my work to do my hobby is quite difficult. So I think, yeah, the way I'm romanticizing life is that creative outreach for me. I don't intentionally do it. I've just always snapped. And from a very young age, I've always been the person just documenting things. I think it's a way for me to remember again what I did, where I've been, and then adding my new DJI into it is just it's a fun way of, like you said, making it look a bit more cinematic and creative. But I only ever shoot stuff for me. Yeah, that might end up on social media, but everything I shoot, it's for my own show reel, for me to look back. I used to have a box of prints and memories. Now it is that but digital version for me. I'd love to print stuff out, but I just don't have the space all the time. So yeah, for me, it's my Instagram feed it's my memory book. I do it all for that reason.
When you capture moments, do you consciously capture something every day? Is it a couple of seconds a day, or is it just when the moment hits you? Is there any thought process that goes into?
I used to. So major shout out to Alex here, because my friend used to do a monthly show reel, and he would intentionally capture something at least every day, if not every other day, whenever we went somewhere. So I had to get into the habit of just do that for these this is what I did this month kind of thing. Whereas now I don't do it as much. I've fallen into the habit of just snapping, kind of my old habit of when I was a kid, always with the camera, I was the one that was snapping around. I now do that with my videos. So I just take a little snippet here and there just because someone looks cute, or I was in this moment. And if anything, I now get annoyed if I've forgotten to take a picture of the really nice food display or something silly like that. So yes, initially, not anymore. Now it's just be in the moment, but I enjoy filming whilst I'm in the moment. That's just a part of me. And if anything, they now look less forced and better. And I now don't capture or show everything. It's just what fits the feeling.
Were you the kid that always had the camera?
Yes. Absolutely.
I was, back in the days of Facebook galleries where you'd go out.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, so dating myself here. But you'd go out and one person would be the designated person for the little compact digital camera and then be responsible for uploading them. I mean, I also was the person that went through and made sure there was nothing too incriminating that went up, and I wouldn't tag people. But I was that person.
Yeah, I had there was a pink little Fujifilm Fine Pics, which is full circle moment that I ended up working for them. So I was the one that had that. I would take all the photos, upload them, and everyone would come to me as the go-to photographer. But even earlier than that, I was always snapping like from a kid. Like I had my dad's like old film camera, and even the digital ones. It was passed down, and I can't remember which one it was. And it's terrible of me being in this industry, but yeah, I can't remember exactly which one it was. But yeah, I just remember like picking it up and just snapping away with it, and then that progressed into like digital, and then I took that into my education, and now the job. So yeah, it's been with me throughout. It wasn't something that like I went looking for. It wasn't like I want to be in the arts. It wasn't like, oh, photography is my thing. It's just I always had it. And then I think someone one day said, why don't you do it like for your education? I was like, oh yeah, well, I'm already doing it anyway. So yeah, it's funny the path it's led me on.
I know. You get to do some incredible things now. I mean, you were in Snowdonia?
Yes.
Like literally like 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
We were talking about this just beforehand, because in the spontaneous way that you are now, I literally messaged you and it's like, hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. What are you up to? Send me a picture from like Snowdonia. Like, yeah, just casually climbing, in full red lipstick, looking glam as anything, full vibes.
Yep.
You get to do some incredible things.
Yeah. No, I'm very lucky in the sense that I get to travel around most of the UK and some of Europe as well. But yeah, it's a case of when I'm there, try and make the most of it. And yeah, hiking Mount Snowdon was very much just on the day we were traveling back, we'd done all of our work, we'd done all of our recceing the location. It was our travel back day. It's like, the weather was gorgeous. We got so lucky with the weather. We could actually see from up there. But it was like, we either travel back and get home at a reasonable hour, knowing it's going to be a long journey anyway, or should we just go hike Snowdon and then get back a bit later? And it's like, well, whilst we're here, it'd be rude not to. So yeah, very much unplanned, just up we go.
Full vibes. You know what? We've got some free time. Yeah. Let's go and do this. I would love to revisit something you said at the very beginning about being a people pleaser. How does that play out for you, and how is it showing up for you in your life right now?
It's always been there from a very young age. It is still there. I don't know if it would ever disappear. If anything, I'm just more aware of it now, I think. But yeah, it comes from, I think, being very much an empath as well. Like I'm very much a vibes person, so I can sense like people's negativity and positivity, and if I can just make someone happy, I will. Even if it's not always like what I would want to do or right for me or whichever, if it brings me peace because it makes them happy, I'll just do it. So yeah, it's very much a factor in all parts of my life. It's hard to be a bit selfish and go, yes, I hear you, but now it's my turn kind of thing. But yeah, I think it's just come from a place of ease. And going with the easier option. In some cases, like a lot of the time, it is just because I get fulfillment and enjoyment out of actually, making someone happy. But yeah, in some cases, it is just, if that's the easier option, it keeps everybody peaceful. Let's just do your thing.
But I can imagine also it's a trait within you that makes you incredibly good at your job, because as someone who specialises in curating experiences for other photographers, it's combining your love for photography with your ability to know what people might want in those scenarios. What are some ways that you're able to control the people pleasing that goes around you? I know this is such a hard question, and as a recovering people pleaser myself, I'm all too aware that these things, it drifts in and out, but when you can, like, what are the tools? How do you protect yourself from those vibes?
Difficult question. Definitely.
It is. I wish it's not like I'm here with the answers. So, I mean, please throw the knowledge at me.
I'm not really like intentionally aware of me claiming it back, but I suppose I'm in a place now where I'm confident enough or happy enough to at least say, hey, I need this. And I've got a good pool of people around me that will notice that as well and be like, yeah, okay, like we can give and take for a good relationship. So yeah, it's not something I'm fully aware of. But I do notice sometimes where I'm still kind of going with the people pleasing option just for the peaceful method. And I have to catch myself and be like, no, actually, we're doing this for the wrong reasons. 9 times out of 10, I'll still do it, but I'll at least address it. Yeah. I'll at least say, hey, maybe we should rethink this, but we'll then probably still go with it anyway, because at the end of the day, it's the peaceful route.
I have to say, one of my lessons that you have wonderfully taught me during our friendship, it was actually my birthday week the year just gone, and we'd met up anyway, and then I said to you, hey, we're going to be in London, do you want to meet up? And you turned around to me and said, you know what, Tigz, I would love to. I am so tired. I just need to look after myself to get through this week and make sure that I'm not ill for Christmas. And I just remember going, I love that she protected her energy for the bigger, like, don't get me wrong, I would have loved to have seen you.
I forgot about that. But I forgot that I even said that.
Well, I mean, great, because I mean, clearly you haven't dwelled on it. But it was that, like, you were in that place to be able to say to me, I have something big coming up for me and I have to protect my energy for that. And I was like, yes. And then since then, I've just been like, oh, that's a thing that we can do.
Yeah, that is okay. It is okay to do that.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's one of the things you've taught me for sure. And, you know, being able to actually have to put myself first sometimes. You know what, like, I am too ill or I am too tired or it's actually unsafe for me to do this thing right now. So
I think I've got better with that, especially the too tired thing. I think, with work and even personal life, it just gets to a point where you go, why am I constantly burning out? Oh, wait, probably because I am not protecting my own peace or listening to my body. So, yeah, I think I've got better with that side of it. But there's still a lot to work on.
I mean, we're all human. We're constant works in progress. But you've been on a real journey over the last, I'm going to say, at least 18 months anyway.
Yeah.
Like, really just leaning in, reclaiming yourself, doing so many things for you. It's flipping inspirational. What are some of the things that now you've started pouring into your cup more? What are you loving? What's a new realization for you?
Oh, new realization. I feel like, I don't know if it's like a new realization, but it's definitely like new to how I feel about myself. I definitely have like learned to love me more in terms of my body, in terms of what I want to do, or the things I enjoy doing. Like someone said the other day, at what age do you feel like you felt your best or you were happiest with yourself the most? Both like physically, mentally, all of that. And like most people went back to their 20s and like their early years, like they were slimmer, they were fitter, they were funner, whatever. And I'm like, no, now. This is my best version of me, I think, in the sense that I've learnt to love my body, I'm happy with my body. So from the physical side of it, it's great, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But from the confidence level, saying what I think, not in like an arrogant way, but you know, I have a voice and it's okay to share it as well. But yeah, I'm like fulfilled and happy with myself in many different ways. So yeah, this is definitely my best version of me.
I absolutely love that answer. It's just so nice to see you leaning into yourself as well. Every time I see you, you just look so much more vibrant and confident and just like taking up more space. It's amazing.
Thanks.
So with all of this new confidence that you're finding, what are some things you've leaned into that maybe you haven't tried before?
Well, we did a little special fair this year.
Oh my gosh, she's did. Yes.
That was amazing in so many ways. But yeah, again, coming from a place where I wasn't happy with myself, to then finding this new version of me, that was like, it was just amazing in so many ways. The experience was amazing, obviously. And the experience was so good. It was so empowering. And then the results as well. It just, it kind of like, I can't even think of the word, just put the feeling into a physical, like, not item, but it captured it. It captured it perfectly. So yeah, how I was feeling came across definitely in the images, which I definitely wouldn't have done before. Like, I'm very much the person behind the camera normally. I hate people taking pictures of me. I'm, again, still the person that would always take the photos, especially if it's of me, so I can make sure I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
That part of my life is very much still controlled. But yeah, no, it was just stunning. I think because you know me so well, I knew you would capture me in the best way for me too.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it was perfect, and I loved every moment of it.
How does someone, and I mean, it's easy for me to say this because, you know, it's my job, but
Yeah.
from a non-marketing perspective, from someone who's been through it, how do you get from not loving being in front of a camera to going, hey, you know what? I'm gonna hire a photographer and shoot in my underwear. Like, how did someone reach that?
For me, I feel like I got to a point in my life where it's like life's too short. Again, it's kind of like just do the damn thing.
Yeah.
Life's too short. Kind of like mark a moment in your life that you can look back on. Very much that's what it was for me. Is I feel great now. I look great now. Like this is a very significant year for me. Let's document it so I can look back at it and enjoy it. But as I said, it kind of put this newfound confidence like into perspective as well. But yeah, I say to most people, when you get into your photos, you kind of like just stop giving a shit, and you're just like, you're unapologetic in the best way. Yeah. And I was just like, screw it, just do it. Don't get me wrong, it did help that I'd gone through this like reinvention and I started to fall in love with myself, but I don't think I'd fully done the full circle until I saw myself on that shoot and also experienced it on that shoot. So yeah, it took a bit of extra courage, but yeah, I just feel like it's one of those things, you just, something happens when you reach a certain age, you just go with it, whatever, like, do it.
And I think there's so many things that in my life, not even just in the photography side of things or being in front of a camera, but I think there are so many things that we put off because we're like, I need to wait till I'm ready. But actually, most often I have found that it's the doing of the thing that finally makes me ready. It's more, okay, I'm ready to challenge myself, or I'm ready to step out of my comfort zone and do it instead. I think one of the biggest things I have learned is just, it's literally do the damn thing. Like, try. And it doesn't matter if you fail.
Exactly that. And I think, I know I used to always put too much pressure on the, but what happens? But what if it's wrong? Like for someone that makes a lot of decisions in their day-to-day life, especially their job, I hate making decisions because I'm always scared that, but what if it's the wrong thing? But what if it's the wrong decision? What if it's the wrong outcome? You literally have a 50-50 chance half the time. Like, and also the wrong decision doesn't matter. Or the wrong decision can lead to adapting and, you know, going down a different route. So, yeah, I think don't dwell on it. Like, just, I think experiences are more important than the final outcome. Like they say, the journey is often like better than the end result. So I think that's all part of like growing up and changing as well. So, yeah, just experience it.
Do you have any fabulous fail stories? Like things where it didn't go to plan, but actually it was incredible?
Oh, God. I genuinely probably couldn't even give like a specific pinpoint, but yeah, especially working in events, like stuff goes wrong all the time.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So all the time, like you think the right decision, you make a decision, you think it's the right one, and something will change and it ends up being the wrong one. But no, I can't think of a major fail. Don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Indifferent. Do you know what? I have remembered one of mine. I had booked a shoot with a really iconic burlesque performer who I was so excited to shoot. Couldn't believe she'd said yes to shooting with me. We were shooting down in Portsmouth, so I'd driven all the way from like Hertfordshire. I mean, it may have been in Bromley, but like I'd driven a substantial distance to go and do the shoot. Got there, had my lights, had my modifiers, didn't have the connector that went between the modifier and the softbox. Sorry, the light and the softbox. And yeah, so I was like, okay, great. What do I do now? But thankfully we were in a theatre. And so we have an entire theatre here with all these different lighting. Find the tech guy, let's see what we can do. And so, yeah, it was literally, you know, why don't we try this instead? And then suddenly it was like, oh, look how incredible all this theatre lighting is. Maybe we'll play with that. Maybe we'll work in theatres more. And so sometimes actually, you know, because I mean, fine, the lighting would have been great with what I had. But I mean, it wasn't, you know, wasn't a full theatre's worth of lighting. So
that's the thing. Often the mistakes can lead to something better.
How does it feel having that diary, that visual diary, and looking back? Is it something you look back on often? Is it something you visit frequently?
Definitely not frequently. I'd say I do like a proper look back, maybe every 6 months or more. And I'll typically, like, every year I'll like archive or refilter, because especially when I started like curating my feed, I definitely saw a lot of my old like photography work and my old videos of just personal life. I was like, that's so not me anymore. That's so not even the look we're going for, because I very much do just document me and my life in the moment. It's not like an influencer trying to put out a certain, I don't know, genre or theme or whichever. It's just me and where I've been. But yeah, I definitely felt like there was the old me and the new me, and there were two very different people. So yeah, I've definitely like curated it in that sense.
I've got so many questions. My mind is going off in like 6 different directions. When you say there's an old version and a new version, what do you think the biggest change was visually? Like when you're looking aesthetically at that page, what stood out for you?
I feel like my life visually, but also behind the scenes as well, is much more considered. I think previously it was very snapshotty, which is fine. I did a lot more of my photography work. So my feed previously, you would never see me on it. I was never anywhere.
Yeah, it was. Now you're everywhere.
I know.
You're the main character in your life now.
That is actually what it is. And it's the reason why I bought my Osmo is it's not only to like do more cinematic like filming. I'm a photographer like by trade, and I've never really done any video work. It's just like snippets with phones and whatnot. But I enjoy the cinematic look of video. I like being considered with like a photograph, but for documenting months or where I've been, I choose the video form. And as I said to a friend, like I want to get the Osmo specifically because it makes it so much easier for me to put me in the scene, to say I was there. Like yes, it is beautiful, and that is also what I want to capture, but I was there. I was in this moment. I enjoyed this scenery, this location, this weather, this time of year. Like it puts me in the frame. And that may sound self-centered and fine, whichever, but I've had a feed and had that whole past where I was never in it. And though I experienced it, like don't get me wrong, I have those experiences. I just feel like there's something nice, and also like people connect with it when you see a person in that place as well. So yeah, definitely my old feed, I was nowhere to be seen. Now I am everywhere.
I absolutely love like just realizing today also that it is literally I'm giving myself main character energy. Like, and I mean, all of us deserve that. Every single one of us deserves to have main character energy in our lives. And just also being able to pinpoint exactly what that is as well.
Again, I think it comes with a reinvention of myself, and from being a not so confident person, very self-aware, always relying on other people to be happy, or, you know, just needing someone else as a safety blanket, to now go, no, I'm good standing on my own 2 feet. That mental switch has definitely changed like my outlook on life, and I suppose how I portray myself publicly online as well. So yeah, the feed's definitely switched up.
Has your attitude to your body changed through being documenting yourself on a daily basis?
I don't know if it's changed. I mean, I don't think it's changed. It's still probably the same view, but whereas now I'll do it more because I'm happy with myself more. I know I'm taking care of myself more, both physically and mentally. So that's obviously a good thing. And therefore I'll be happy and more confident to kind of put myself in front of the camera. Whereas previously, like absolutely not. But then I know I was like traveling loads of hours, not exercising, not like, you know, taking care of what I put into my body. So like obviously I wouldn't have been happy in front of it. My headspace wasn't there for it. Whereas now, like, the irony is when I used to dance, I was a lot smaller, and I still thought I still wasn't happy with myself in those dancing days either.
I completely forgot that you had this in your past. We have not discussed it. Yes, please go there.
No, but I've always had this weird thing with how I look. It's not a case like being big or small. It's just, I don't know, I've just never really been happy with me. So even like from a dancing age, being really, really small, specifically remember in that moment feeling like either wasn't good enough or too big. Whereas I look back at the pictures, I'm like, oh my God, you were tiny. And it's just such a weird shift seeing it, but then also knowing the mindset I was in back then as well. Whereas now it feels completely different. I've gone like from one end of the scale to the other, and now I'm in a very happy medium where it kind of doesn't matter my size. I know I'm confident and much happier in me. So yeah, it's a weird one for sure. But yeah, I don't know where the confidence come from. I think it is just a case of like having to not survive, but like be happy with myself first. Learn to love yourself first and do what makes you happy, and then the rest will come.
I do think there's a part of it that comes with age. I could definitely feel. I know when I hit 30, I was like, I don't even know what it was, but I was like, I have permission. Someone has given me permission now that I don't have to care as much.
Yeah.
But no one's said it, and it's not written anywhere, and there's no book that says, oh, by the way, when you hit 30, women don't have to care as much anymore. And I feel like on the cusp of 40, I can feel another one coming. It's like the field of caring, field of fucks, like it's becoming barren. It's becoming, but there is no written rule. I just think as we maybe, and I think also things are changing, you know. If I look back to when I was younger, you didn't see many sort of middle-aged women on TV. It's like they went completely transparent and no one cared. And now to see, I mean, we've just had Devil Wears Prada 2 come out again. And I mean, we're celebrating the cast 20 years on. And I mean, you know, let's be honest, all of them are now at least in that age bracket. And we are celebrating that they're on the side of buses. You know, that literally every TV advert is like kind of referencing it in some way. And it's just so nice to see that coming back up. And
absolutely. I think it's like you're saying, like back in my younger ages, especially in the dancing scene, like at the age of 21 you're done. Like your class as a senior at 21. Like it does a lot to your mind to think, okay, my dancing career is now over. Like, what do I do after here? It's like you're so young. You're literally in the prime of your life. You can do anything. So yeah, I think, like I said, once I say to all my friends that are in their 30s or those that are about to turn, I was like, you will just feel different. Don't know what it is. It's like there's something in the water, or as soon as you turn 30, you just kind of go, don't care anymore. I'm just going to do what I want for me.
It doesn't take much when you're young, though. I mean, I didn't do dance. I did gymnastics, and I do have this really distinct memory of. We were doing sort of like calisthenics at the end of a session, and I was told to put my arms out. So I literally just put my arms out, sort of like T-shape. And then all of the coaches came over and they were having a discussion. They couldn't hear what they were saying, but they were pointing at my elbows. And I have no idea, and I had no idea what it was. And it took me till, you know, mid-30s when I officially got, by the way, you're hypermobile. And actually, the whole conversation, and it wasn't necessarily a body shaming thing. I think they were literally just standing there pointing out the fact that they had realised that I had hypermobility. And it was probably more a chat of, okay, we need to make sure that we look after her joints or something along those lines. So nothing in it was malice. No one said anything. I just remember being so self-conscious of the fact, like, what's wrong with my elbows? My elbows, like nothing else. I didn't have a complex about anything else.
Just your elbows.
And like, it's something that they all through my 20s, like, what was it? Why did they care? I mean, not that I went necessarily hit my elbows. I did have a bit of a complex about wearing things that cut me off specifically at the elbow. But and I mean, that's something so simple. And I can only imagine that, especially in the dance world, where I can imagine a lot more things. Who said? Have you had to do a lot of unpacking of that?
I've not done it, and I probably should, but I probably don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But I'm aware of like where things stem from when it comes from the dancing days. Like a lot of anxiety came from so much anxiety came from dancing days, and other people from that past that I've spoken to, they've since suffered with it too. It's only when we catch up now, years later, that you go, oh, you've riddled with anxiety? Cool, me too. It's in the moment, there's so much pressure in the dancing world. There's so many politics and competition and like this bit of weight here and your leg's not high enough there, or you need to cinch this here. And it's like, we're size 6 and under. Like, come on, this is ridiculous. And it's often grown adults that are not in their prime shape telling you all these things as well. It's the irony of it. But there's definitely a lot of pressure in the dance world. I very much came away from it, so I don't know what it's like now, but yeah, I would imagine it's not changed too much. So yeah, it's a shame, and I think that's where a lot of my insecurities came from, and being so self-conscious and self-aware and being like, well, everybody's judging me. In the public, nobody cares what you're doing. They're too bothered about themselves. But from like the age of 5 through to 21, I was judged on a daily basis. Like, my hobby was to go dance. And they judged me to my face, yeah. And then I was graded on it. Like, cool. So yeah, I think that's definitely where that came from. And as I said, a lot of other anxieties came with it. But at least I'm aware of it, even if I don't fully unpack it. I think that's a lot of what I'm doing with my life now, is I'm catching myself in a lot of these moments. And kind of like internally just having a chat with myself, going, just be aware of this. Either change it, or if you're not ready to change it, then just like park it, note it, put a pin in it. And I think that for me is at least like progress for now, 100%. Because before I wouldn't have had a clue where it came from, or, you know, I'd just be like, oh, that's just me, I'm just sensitive. Well, no, there's reasons for it, and you can change it. It's, yeah, as I said, just kind of being mentally aware of it.
And for someone who maybe is at the start of that journey, maybe they're distancing themselves from the dance world, or maybe they're finally taking up a little bit more space in their own life, becoming their own main character.
Yeah.
What advice might you have for them?
Kind of give yourself, if you can, give yourself a goal of what you would love to do and want to achieve, and then probably write down every reason why you can't do it, and then throw it away. And then just go and fucking do it.
Yeah.
Because if you're already addressing the reasons why you can't do it, you'll get them out of the way. You're not going to do it and go, oh, I've got here and actually, no, I can't do this now. No, get them out of the way in the first instance. Just kind of go, fuck it, enjoy it. And as I said, it's all about the experience along the way. If you get rid of those negativities at the beginning, just go with the flow for the rest of it. I know it's probably, and very much is, easier said than done, but I know for me, I would do something and I'd reach a hurdle, then I'd stop. Whereas if I probably sat down and gone and thought of every way, so again, like my controlling feature of thinking of every way this could go wrong, and then actually going,
But did it?
But did it?
Yeah.
Did it go wrong? And also, if it did, does it matter? No, cool. So let's just go from A to like Z now, rather than doing all the little bits in between. But at least you, like for someone like me, it's nice to be aware of it, because I don't like shocks or surprises. So to be aware of it, fine. I can like mentally prepare and deal with it, but I'll probably then still just go, sod it, do the thing and enjoy it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if anyone who has been listening today or watching might want to follow on and see you doing the damn thing, where can they find you online?
So my cinematic romanticising life will be on Instagram at Shanice_Meddings. And for more my professional side of things, I'm on LinkedIn or Fujifilm Shanice on Instagram as well.
Amazing. We'll make sure all of those go in the show notes so everyone can find you. If anyone does want to reach out to either of us, we unfortunately are chronically online people. So we are unfortunately fortunately for you, maybe not so much for us, but very contactable. So please do feel free to reach out if you have any questions, want to ask us anything about what we've discussed on the podcast. I will be back with another fabulous guest next week. Thank you so much for joining today. And just remember, you're not broken, you're just finding your user manual.